Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and we are here to do another clutch update. This will be clutch number, got a probe I got to clean out. Every now and then your probes get a little bit of moisture in them. You just got to move them around, they'll work better. So it's like doing this. Give wherever that probe is a little shake. See, problem solved. All right, back. Clutch number 11, which was a lesser spider ghost, which I believe is a first-time female for us, bred to a pastel super inchy vanilla ghost. We got 4 solid eggs laid. We hatched 4 eggs. This was a no slug clutch, just a smaller clutch being she was a newer female. Hopefully she goes up to 5 or 6 next year. It'd be really nice. She is already back on food and doing wonderful. So we're going to show you those babies. They've all shed out. Before we get to that, let's talk about the minimums and the maximums, right? What is the worst thing we could produce here? Well, because it's a super inchy will be in everything. It's 2 visual ghosts. Everything will have ghosts. So the worst snake we can produce is an inchy ghost. The best snake we could produce would be a lesser spider vanilla inchy, lesser spider vanilla inchy ghost. So there's a potential for 5 different genes in there. Whether or not they're all going to be additive or not is for you to decide. Sometimes the vanilla may be kind of hard to see with the pastel. So, in this, at least I think, especially when you start layering in something like the lesser. The spider here is kind of there, so it's more of an extra thing. It's not what we're really worried about producing, but we're going to have some of that as well. So Caleb, let's bring baby number 1. Show that bad boy off. It is at 62 grams, and I don't think these have been even offered a meal yet, but they have absorbed their yolk, past their first urates, all that kind of stuff. But that's what we're looking at there is an inchy ghost. Nothing else there? Do you see anything else there? He's shaking his head no because he still can't talk due to that penis chipped tooth. Inchy ghost. Let me give that thing a quick section. This is how you avoid chipping a tooth. You just do it this way. It's funny when you can't talk back. Hey, come here. That's a girl. Now I want to show you something. So we first sexed this. It was pretty pink, pretty red, right? Well, it's just a little bit of irritation and old skin. Once we took that out, checked it again, definitely female. There's the belly. Nice inchy ghost. There you are. Get that saved on there. So baby number 2, again, a minimum will be an inchy ghost. So how many of the minimums do we hit? Really in a clutch like this, when you've got lesser, spider, pastel, and vanilla at play, you don't want to hit a lot of regular ass inchy ghosts because there's so many other genes in the mix. You're really looking to hit something else. So this is not a regular ghost. This is a pastel inchy ghost, spider. Sorry. So pastel, no, sorry, well, okay. Matt says take 2, he fucked that all up. This is a spider inchy ghost. There's absolutely 0 pastel in this thing. Just a spider, just an inchy, just a ghost. How do we know that? Well, one, look at that head. That head says inchy spider all day long. Really dark black. It's gone in the mid thing. That's how an inchy spider is supposed to look. Whoa, buddy. We're going to go ahead and give this thing a section. And the ghost is just going to lighten it all up and brighten it all up. It's actually going to be more apparent later on down the road. That one's a boy. Little boy, little boy, little boy. So that's 2. So there we hit 1 gene. Still not really killing those odds the way you'd want to see. I mean, out of 2 snakes, you found 1 extra gene with 4 running around. Like, because the inchy and the ghost are guarantees, right? We know that coming in. That's one nice thing about these kind of clutches is even your bottom isn't bad. So like that kind of puts you in a good spot. Let's lay this thing down there. Now this is a little bit different. You got the inchy, of course. You got the ghost, of course. I think you've got probably got pastel in there. At least vanilla. What do you think, Caleb?
I don't know about the pastel. I think for sure vanilla.
Vanilla. It's way lighter than inchy ghost should be.
Yeah, but I don't think light enough to have
the pastel. So you'd say probably just vanilla in there.
Yeah.
That could be. I'd go with that. The vanilla, like I say, I don't think you have both. You probably have one or the other. And looking in the sides here, it's not doing what some of the pastel stuff would do, which would be this would be starting to like be kind of gone color-wise. So probably just a inchy vanilla ghost. You're a nice little snake. Okay, I'll sex this one up. Whoop. Well, it's got a pretty light head. Little dude. But we're going to call it just an inchy vanilla ghost. I'd rather put less and have more than put more and have less. So again, we really haven't hit that, oh man, that's really cool, snake out of here like we'd hoped to. With 4 eggs, I would say on this clutch so far, we're missing the odds. Let's put the last one up here, and it gets better. Although you're hiding your head, being kind of a dork. It'll pull it out. There we go. So in here, of course, we definitely have the pastel. We definitely have the spider. We definitely have the inchy. We definitely have the ghost. So there's at least 4. The only question would be is vanilla in there. Caleb, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't think so. I don't think it has the lesser either.
Oh yeah, it is missing lesser. Just pastel, inchy. Yeah. I forgot we even had the lesser as an option. Or did I say lesser?
I don't even know.
So basically you got again, I'm a little bit fried today, y'all. What you really have here is a minimum, an inchy, pastel, spider, ghost. Could we have missed on the lesser on that? Probably did, because you'd see it coming out the sides there. The vanilla, if anything's hiding in there, it'd be the vanilla. But I honestly don't think the vanilla is going to show up either. And the reason I don't think that is, I think right here, we have a nice head. I think that's a pastel and the ghost of the bumblebee doing it. I think this would be a lot lighter if you had the vanilla in here as well. So I think you're not seeing the vanilla. I mean, again, in this snake, that's something that can hide pretty easy. I also don't think we're seeing the lesser. This is the last one, isn't it? Man, this is a really cool snake in the egg, but oh boy, that's also one of the things that we always caution on. You know, hold on a second. Is you can look at those in the egg, they're going to look one way. Then when they come out and get full color and have that first shed, they may look a little different. So it's really hard to call when you have 4 and 5 genes with certainty in the egg. And I see people do that all the time, but you know what they don't do is they don't come back and then redo it like this. There's a reason they don't do that most likely. One of it could just be time and space. 2, it could be because it's easy to say, oh, there's 4, 5, 6, 7 genes in this. When you get it out, to be as certain of that, it's a little bit harder. You know, but we're going to call what we know for sure, which is definitely inchy, pastel, spider, ghost. Just, you know, honestly, guys, I mean, cool snakes. And what's going to save this clutch is a simple fact. We used a recessive to recessive, and we used a super incomplete dominant in there as well. So we made the baseline really good. We made the baseline inchy ghost, leaving lesser, pastel, spider, and vanilla all out there floating in the wind. So we could have actually done 6 genes in there, right? I think, yeah. And we never got anything close to hitting the combo. So if you would have not had those, we probably would have missed the odds horribly, horribly bad. But at the end of the day, we got an inchy ghost, inchy spider ghost, an inchy vanilla ghost, and an inchy pastel spider ghost. I'll take it. I'll take it. I would have really liked the lesser to have shown up a little more in this because I think lesser ghost looks amazing. The nice caveat to that is we're not done with those because I do believe she's already laid, right? She already moved over here. We have another lesser ghost female. Yes, right there. So we will have another shot at doing some of that again. And I don't think we've cut her eggs yet. No, we have not cut her eggs yet. So we will still get some lesser ghost in the mix. No doubt that will also have that inchy floating around because it's a combo I really enjoy. Kurt, anything you want to add?
No.
Caleb, what about you? Okay, guys, that's all we got. We'll see you all next time.